Okay, so once again, ladies, head in the game. I just want to emphasize, we have Sam here as a new kid in class, and you can all benefit from this. There is very much a system that goes on here. The system is designed to allow you to improve a lot. For example, on the quizzes, I never care what you get on the first quiz. It's irrelevant to me. I mean, if you get 100, great, but I don't expect it. The purpose of the first quiz is to show you what you're good at or what you need to get better at. And then there is the lesson and the do it. The do it is often related to the quizzes, but not always, and it brings topics up. And then the other thing is the homework is a chance each night to look through and improve on these kind of questions. So for instance, we have some review work at the start of last night's homework. Ishi, if you could kill the lights, please. Negative exponent.
Reciprocal.
So here's my reciprocal, 1/8. Nicely said, whoever said that. Then 3 to the 4. 3 to the 4th is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, or 81. Letter C, 3 square root of 49 minus 1. The square root of 49 is 7. 3 times 7 is 21, minus 1 is 20. Now, here's a question that was on the do-its the last few days, and now it's not so much on the do-it as much as it is on the homework to keep you fresh with it. Multiply 8.7, 3.6, that's 31.32. Add the exponents, I get 6, but now here's a mistake that related very much to what many of you did wrong on number 4. It's the same thing, you had to multiply. But on number 4, look, if I move the decimal one place over here, that's dividing by 10. I have to increase the exponent 1 to balance that out. So it's 3.132 times 10 to the 7th. A little slope y-intercept review. Slope's always in front of the x, 4/3. What's another name for slope? Starts with an R.
Rate of change.
Rate of change, very good. The y-intercept is 0. Here I gotta make sure I add the 2x to both sides, so the slope is positive 2. Remember, you gotta get it into y equals mx plus b form. The y-intercept's 5. And this one you gotta do 2 manipulations. You gotta get the x to the other side, subtracting it, and then dividing by 3. So the slope's negative 1/3, the y-intercept is negative 3. Question 3, A, B, and C should be excellent. You should be really good at those. You should know exactly what you're doing. If not, you need to get them straightened out. Now, numbers 4 and 5, we did a lot of work with about a week ago. I don't want you to forget this. Believe it or not, our state test is in about a month. It's like a month I think it's exactly a month from now, a month and a couple days. So if y is equal to x cubed minus 3, find the output if the input is 3. I plug in a 3. 3 to the 3rd is 27, minus 3 is 24. And this stuff's going to be all over that. F of x is negative 5x plus 3. Find f of negative 4. Negative 5 times negative 4 is 20, plus 3 is 23. Okay, now I drew what the rotations look like. So you can look on your paper and see if your rotations look good. Okay. I drew 2 of them. I didn't draw them all. You're only supposed to do the left side anyway. A little reminder here. Little is to big as little is to big. Little is to big as little is to big. 8 pairs up with 16. 8 is to 16 as the 17 pairs up with the n, and I come up with 34. Scale factors 2, right? 16 is twice as big as 8. Find n in each triangle below. Pythagorean theorem. Now, if you were doing your homework last night, you got a chance to practice the Pythagorean theorem, which is pretty cool because that was question 1 on your quiz. Right? So you had a chance to get prepared for your quiz a little bit last night. 2 squared plus 3 squared is n squared. I get the square root of 13, which is about 3.6. This is an irrational number. Remember, irrational numbers. Pi, square root you can't figure out. Everybody say irrational numbers. Say it again louder. Irrational numbers.
Irrational numbers.
Pi,
Pi.
square root you can't figure out. There we go. Good. And now, the 0.47 by a scale factor of 4, dilate. Dilate means multiply. 1628. Negative 5, multiply again. Negative 20, negative 35. And then these answers if you flip it over the x-axis. 4, negative 7, negative 4, 7, -7, 4, and -4, -7. We'll go over that, something similar to that in a minute. Here are old state assessment questions. If you're wondering what might be on your state assessment test or your final exam, because Sam, believe it or not, when we make the final exam, we refer to old state assessment test questions and try to make questions like those questions. Plugging it in, I get -4 minus 3 times 3 squared. That works out to -31. The next one, it says to follow the rule, the x minus 3, the y plus 6. So here's my point. -4 minus 3 is -7. 0 plus 6 is 6. And here's the one about Rover's water dish. All right, nobody's drinking yet. Then Rover drinks. There's less in the dish. Then he doesn't drink for a little while. Then he starts drinking again. So here, it seems weird to talk about a dog drinking. Anyway,
I drink a lot.
water, I hope.
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid, there you go. How long is this period of time? It's 30 seconds. Okay? And very quickly, which one has the greatest rate of change? The rate of change here is 4. And here it's 5/2. So 4 is bigger than 5/2. Okay? Little translation here. Slide it up and to the left. And this one was up and to the right. Okay. So those are some homework answers. And if you're getting them right, you're in excellent shape. On the other hand, if you are not getting them right, no bueno. No, if you're getting them wrong, it's muy malo. Okay. Now, let's go over the quiz. But in going over the quiz, oh man, that's the problem for working over Trump. All right, listen very quickly. I'll give you the answers. Number 1 is B. Number 2 is D. Remember, you got to subtract the exponents. 8 minus -4 is 12. Number 3 is A, and we did go over one like number 4. Don't forget to get that homework done. It's all review.